massive thank you for agreeing to do this. Thank you to Vicky for training you so well. Just a few introductions from me. My name's Andy. The song is my fault. I wrote it. So blame me for anything.
We do.
Which Kat.
All the time.
Dean Kelly, Kat's husband. He played guitar on it. Okay. The gentleman with the
Me.
light hair.
Silver fox.
The silver fox. That's Steve Shelmerdine, so otherwise known as Shem. So the original band, I don't know if there's a picture up.
Pictures are all over the place.
Yeah. So we are the original band from 1982, I think. And bless us, we still perform now and again.
Sarah wasn't born then, by the way. I was starting secondary school. What was this on?
Anyway, the gentleman with the camera is Andy Harvey. He'll be just going around and just sticking cameras everywhere, here, there and everywhere. Be careful, no bending down. So at the end of all this, we're going to put something together, photographs, there'll be videos as well. I don't know how it's going to work out or when it's going to work out, but it will. Andy is also going to be mixing all this down, so the tracks that we've done already that you've heard and you've been practicing against, plus today's, Andy will take it away to his studio and he'll do all the mixing down, so the final product, if you will be his fault. Okay? Gentleman downstairs who's going to be pushing all the buttons, that's James. Don't know his second name, but okay. So that's James, really great guy by the sounds of it. I'm talking to him a lot. He's still getting stuff ready at the moment. We shouldn't be too long. So the reason we're here, the reason this song was written was for a very great friend of ours called Ringo. Obviously not his real name, but that was his favourite Beatle. He was mad into the Beatles and he got the nickname Ringo because Ringo was his favourite. So Ringo joined the band pretty soon after we first formed. He was Bez before Bez was in the band. Okay? So he actually came in, he was just there. Do you know what I mean? He'd pick up a tambourine. No tambourines today, by the way. No tambourines. It's no tambourines and no cowbells either. So that's how Ringo started out with us. He was a superb artist, caricaturist, everything. He was brilliant. Some of you, or one or two of you, I believe, actually knew Ringo. Yeah? So, sadly, he passed away last year. He was living up in Scotland, and I think brain hemorrhage or something like that. Whatever, he passed away. Sorely missed. So, I wrote the song about him, but I also wrote it about our times, 82, 83, 84, when we were hanging around Blackpool. So there are references in the song, as some of you know, Sinfonia Records, where we used to sort of hang out with Sandy. The Galleon, the original Galleon, where we used to go on a Friday night. Thursday night was pie night. That was the only night of the week when Ringo got a proper hot meal. True, actually. The Wrong Box, which was a club that Shem started up with a bunch of friends. That we did our first ever gig at the Wrong Box, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. One night. So there's all references around Blackpool and what we used to do around Blackpool with Ringo, but mostly it's about Ringo. What happens to this when we finished it, mixed it and everything, still unsure about yet. The one thing that is going to happen is a version will be given to Ringo's mum, who is still around today. So that was sort of the driving force, because we went to the funeral, or we went to the, had a hospital appointment.
You were having your feet done.
That was the first time.
I went to the funeral.
Sorry?
I went to the funeral.
You went to the funeral. So, but that was the first time we'd met Ringo's mum. So that sort of drove me, if you will, to write the song. And that's where it's going initially. What else happens to it? No idea. Will it get released? Don't know. Will it get played anywhere? Don't know. But we will keep you up to date. And you will, whatever happens to it, be credited on it. Of course you will. That goes without saying. So, you've sorted out your teas and coffees. There's water down here if anybody wants it. Bathrooms are downstairs. Emergency exits. I had to, didn't I? So thank you once again. It's what you're doing is brilliant, and just have fun, because this is probably, certainly in my eyes, one of the best places to be in a recording studio. Doing stuff that you love.
And it's a very good recording studio.
Oh, it's top of the range.
And James is a very good sound engineer.
He's just got back up tour from California with his band. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
Okay? Bastard. Alright, so we're trying to get a running order together as well. We'll probably get you all in first of all to do a run through. Then we'll probably separate you into your two groups to do it again, but separately.
But there's going to be a lot of hanging around and faffing about, isn't there?
As always in studio work, we've got until 2 o'clock, so it is going to
But
be
the
pretty
first run through
intense.
is going to be all together. Is
All
that
together,
right?
as I
So we
understand
can
it.
get a feel for it
Yeah.
straight away,
Just
and
to
then
warm up and get
just to
comfortable.
get
really.
Yeah,
get the vibe.
that exactly.
And the thing is, don't feel too much pressure, because what happens when it hits the button, they record it, but half of what you do in a studio gets kind of put to one side on the cutting
It's a
room
very
floor.
different experience for us because we've always prepared for live performances.
Yeah.
So a lot of the questions we had this week, I said you don't need to worry about those because
Yeah.
that won't.
Yeah,
So we've
that-
always worked out the logistics of a live performance, and this is very different.
Yeah.
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 So there's, at the end of the day, there's nothing we can't do in terms of,
Making it sound good.
So just bear with us, we'll get down there as soon as we can, and again, a massive thank you. There's photographs around the place, I don't know if anybody's seen them, of Ringo and us looking almost youthful. Yeah, so just crack on, I'll
Thank
give
you
you a
so
chance.
Thank you.
You're just sitting there.
Cannoli! Come on! Heel!
We're going to be in our groups.
Ladies, you need to be set up as if that is the stage and this is the audience.
So, can you all hear me? Hello?
Ladies,
Got the bus, went into town, met up with the usual crowd on Saturdays. Hung around Symphonia, spent all the money you had got on Saturdays. Sounds an enemy got bread, rock and roll your daily bread on Saturdays. Saturday was your time. Saturday was your time.
He used to work here with us. Yeah, well, Lewis, he was in a band.
Now my dearest friend, your songbook's waiting, going through my space to write more poetry, expressing your devotion.
It's only me hearing the backing track, isn't it?
Two tours of the stage.
Oh, so that should be coming through the speakers still with the. Well, if you can hear me, you should be able to hear the track as well. Let's see what's going on.
So also what's going to happen as well, you're also going to record the music
That's it then. You've got the one with the extension on now.
so that it adds a bit of extra clarity to the ooze that were recorded by
So you
everyone.
can hang it just
Earlier.
over here. Hang it over.
For higher
See, yeah.
But that's all we're practicing. I don't know if I can do
So
that.
you're going to do what you did before as well, but just as a small group, and check them, and what we can do, we can record. We can record. We can record. So if we need to layer it, I'm just going to check.
Sometimes it's not.
Andy wants.
Sing that one.
Yeah, sure. But if we sing it in layers, that means that we're splitting.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Oh, somebody running like one of those photographs. Andy!
Yeah.
So this is on the thing you sent me when I listened to it in my AirPods,
Yeah.
with one AirPod out and one in. This is how it sounded twice. And then it sounded like this.
Yeah.
Which actually sounded like it leads into the finish. It leads it nicely into, but it depends how you want it, because it's your song.
Do it. So we'll just put it on the last one.
And then that.
So that's the normal one. That's the normal one, and then the discordant one. Bingo. Do it.
Is everyone hyperventilating?
So just a leave them alone, ladies, so they're going to try and
Okay. You'll be fine.
Big deep breaths.
Yeah.
It's like the wind, Patrick speaks.
They do the run-ups separately, and I think la da 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 la da da, and just do that, and then we'll lay the others on over the top.
So yeah, the suggestion is just do that on their own, and then we can jump in and do the other bits.
It's all right, ladies.
You've got an extra bit, Wendy.
It's hard work, isn't it? Nobody said it'd be easy.
Global domination!
What have we done? What have we done?
Well, yeah. I know, you can make this. Ladies!
Right. Thank you so much. I hope you've had fun. Sorry there was a bit of standing around and waiting, but I did warn you at the outset, this is the way it works. You've done brilliantly, you've fricking nailed it. All of you. You should be really proud of what you've done. We will sort it all out. Andy will work his magic on it. Not that it didn't sound magical as it is. We would like to say, give you something as a little thank you. But first, could you pass me the other thing? For Vicky. You know, you've all worked really hard, but You've done it.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
It's a pleasure, absolute pleasure and an honour. Thank you.
For all of you as well, as you're passing to leave, please collect a token of our Sally! Thank you again, and as soon as we got something, you'll be the first to hear.
You took everything we gave you and turned it to gold. We were painting by numbers, you painted with soul. You were everything we couldn't be, you were yourself. You believed in the beauty of everyone else. Cold Burst went into town, met up with the usual crowd on Saturdays. Hung around Symphonia, spent all the money you had got on Saturdays. Saturday and me got bread, got you all your daily bread on Saturdays. Saturday was your time. And now our dearest friend, your songbook's waiting, open with space to write more poetry, expressing your devotion. Cherished memories we know will last forever, always kept inside our hearts, and yeah, we missed our brother.